Yeah, I hate to be like every other journalist looking for a brown, diesel, manual station wagon, but damn it, this one is good, and I do see it's not being an SUV as A+. I don't think the wife would go for it, she wants a high seating position, but I might. The 252 horsepower is plenty, as is the 273 pounds-to-foot of torque. I do always like more power, and surely if offered I would take another 100 horses or so, but this car is fun to drive as is, with a little ruggedness thrown in. It's turbocharged, so it takes a split second for the power to come on, but once motoring, I never felt like I couldn't make a pass or slide through a yellow light. Shifting is buttery smooth from the S-tronic dual-clutch transmission, which I would have guessed was a regular automatic. It felt smooth at slow speeds, which is rare, though Audi's been doing it longer than most. And did anyone else notice a little diesely sound from under the hood? It has a little grumble to it. Anyway, it's more rugged than your average sedan, and it feels that way on the road. In dynamic setting, the stiffest, it still felt comfortable. And with that extra ride height I was able to take a shortcut on my commute home that involves some rough roads, so that was nice, saved me 5 minutes or so. Audi's AWD system is always good, though I didn't need it much this time around because the weather was perfect. I'm sure this car would be a blast in the winter. The new Audi instrument panel looks cool, but it takes time to get used to. All the leather looks nice and the cabin feels pretty roomy overall. The extra space in the back would be plenty for my family of 3, and probably plenty for a family of 4 as well. Maybe even 4 and a pet. It ain't cheap, but it might be the least expensive option in a foreign wagon, if that's what you're into. The E-Class wagon is surely more expensive, though bigger. BMW would be another, and Volvo is again a competitor. The new V60 starts at about $42,000, so it's right there. On looks alone I'd probably pick this, but both seem to be good utility vehicles. Like Wes said, there aren't a lot of people driving these anymore, and that might be a reason to get one. Stand out a little bit. Yes, I'm the stereotypical wagon slappy, but even for a fan of long roofs this latest Allroad is really beautifully done. If it was just gorgeous looking, that'd be one thing, but there's so much more to it, starting with the ride comfort. It's got this crazy blend of isolation and connectedness that's monorail smooth and cruising but instantly grips turns the moment you turn the wheel. German cars have long traded on such a chassis dynamic, but the Allroad takes it to a different level. It perfectly complements the torquey Turbo 4 and dual-clutch automatic, though the latter is probably the Achilles heel, if this car has one. Fuel economy is outstanding. I averaged about 25 miles per gallon, but the DCT still exhibits some light take-up on light acceleration, and there was an occasional pause, clunk when I inadvertently confused the gear change logic in low-speed traffic.